Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I want to share with you a list of what I call quote-unquote petty mods that I have purchased for my 2018 Subaru WRX. Hopefully this will give you an idea of stuff that you can purchase for your 2015 plus Subaru WRXs or STIs. So starting off with the first item is the front emblem here. I actually didn't purchase this. I had a friend who purchased it for me, and just to give you guys some honest feedback, it looks really cool, don't get me wrong, but I think the price tag for this is a bit steep. You can purchase this off of SubiSpeed for, I believe, about 30 bucks. Like I said, it's very, very cheap, and I personally wouldn't buy it. That's the reason why I was kind of on the fence about purchasing this for quite some time. There's two options. There's the chrome one here, and there's the red one. The reason why I went with this chrome is so that way it'll match the whole OEM look. I wasn't planning on making any color changes to my WRX, so that's why this appealed to me a lot more. So another thing too is that you have to take off your front bumper to be able to install this snugly. And as you've noticed, you see the brackets in the back. It's also it's not blacked out, so you can kind of see it, and it looks kind of tacky to me. So from a distance it's great, but you know, when you come up close you could kind of see it. And again, guys, I find this very steep. I'm a big proponent of SubiSpeed, but this is kind of cheap, and I don't really recommend it. So I also want to compare this with another item I purchased from the Subaru Ambassador page. So this is what I mean. I bought this from the Subaru Ambassador page for about $11. This is metal. It's not plastic like that WRX emblem, and it's as you can see from the rear, everything is black. And so I'm actually still on the fence. I might be taking off this WRX emblem and replacing it with the Subaru Ambassador here. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think it's better off my WRX as a Subaru Ambassador, or it says WRX? What do you think? But I'm just saying, like 30 bucks for this cheap plastic, and you're gonna have to potentially spray paint it if you want it to be, you know, a lot nicer looking. Or if you're a Subaru Ambassador like I am and you purchase this high quality piece for $11 that's also metal, I would go with this. So this is one of the first items that I purchased, just to give you guys some of my input and feedback. The next petty mod on the list is the WRX Liner here, and I know that a lot of folks replace this. They don't like this chrome look. I personally don't have a problem with it. I think it looks fine, but again, this is very, very easy to remove. The aftermarket ones are about $30 or so, give or take, depending on where you buy it. SubiSpeed is another great option for you to purchase it if you have that extra money. So what do you guys think? A friend of mine bought this for me. It is in matte black with the white font, and he said it would look a lot better on my car. So I have a WR blue base, and he wanted me to install this. I'm still on the fence. Like I said, guys, I personally find that the aftermarket ones are a lot cheaper, and it looks like it's more susceptible to scratches versus the OEM chrome one. So like I said, I'm still on the fence. I don't know if I should. I mean, don't get me wrong, from the camera it looks really nice, but you know, but in person, actually holding it and comparing the quality of the two, the OEM piece is a lot nicer. So what do you think? This is actually very easy to remove. It's just very tedious. So what you're gonna have to do is get a blow dryer or like a heat gun and kind of just go through the motions, so that way it'll peel off the adhesive. And after you completely remove it, there is 3M tape in the rear of the aftermarket one, and so after that you just peel it off, apply, and let it sit, and voila, you got a brand new one. So this is the second item that I kind of just wanted to share with you some of my input. You know, maybe some of you guys are kind of considering it too. So like I said, this is very, very popular to do so. So yeah. The next item that I purchased was, of course, from SubiSpeed as well, and this is the GC something liner, and it's about I think $10 to $15, if I'm not mistaken. And this is applied by putting 3M tape. 3M tape is attached. And my problem with this is it doesn't sit flush. You see how it kind of pokes out? There's different colored options for this, but I chose the blue here. And I don't see a lot of other folks with this, and so this is just a little small detail that I wanted to add on to my WRX. But it's nice. It's a little steep. It kind of feels like a cheap license plate type feel, this little metal piece here, and then you kind of just apply it with the 3M tape attached, and you kind of bend it and you apply it accordingly. So I think it looks great. It's just, like I said, it kind of annoys me that it doesn't sit flush. So the other one is on the other side as well. So what do you guys think? This is another item from SubiSpeed. The next item on the list is the trunk hook. And so the max capacity that this thing can take up to is 25 pounds. I also purchased this from SubiSpeed. So it's made out of plastic, and it's kind of cheap, but overall, you know, it kind of serves this function, and I think it's great since I use this car as a grocery getter. Let's see here. It's pretty much you just tie stuff on here and just kind of let it be. So if you don't have the cargo net or like the organization box or whatever that Subaru offers, this is a good alternative. And again, you could kind of just you could kind of just fold it up when you're not using it, or you know, pop it back out. And you could also buy more, so it hooks up onto two of that segment, so you could essentially cover up all of these holes with a bunch of trunk hooks here. But sorry for the bad lighting here. It is late at night, so I think this is a worthwhile piece, and I highly recommend it. Sitting in my WRX now in the interior, I have in front of me the JDM coin holder. So I personally think this is kind of steep. It's 20 bucks from SubiSpeed, and it is something that I feel should have came from factory. For those of you guys who have the newer 2015 plus WRXs and STIs, I feel like we've been cheapened out. We just have a plastic piece here without the coin holder thing here. And I bought the JDM one because there is a sticker with all of the fuse information and stuff right behind this piece. But I think it's just great to have. Again, I find it kind of steep, 20 bucks, but it's something that should have been here from factory, and I highly recommend it. I haven't seen or used a coin holder in quite some time, but hey, you know what? Let's bring back the retro feels. One of the things that annoy the living daylights out of me is the abyss of no return here, especially when you're driving or like when you're just doing stuff and it falls in between the crack. It just annoys the crap out of me. So I bought this holster from SubiSpeed as well, and it's a leather one. I think it's fair. The quality is it's okay. It kind of feels like a man purse, but the logo and everything is attached here. It's kind of like stapled on. Kind of feels like it's stapled on. But you just place it here, and you could put your phone, keys, or other stuff here. It's great. I've been using it for a little bit over a month now, and it's great overall. You know, it's nice to have that little extra storage space here, or for me to put my phone here if I really want to, versus having it up here. However, the one thing that I did notice is that it occasionally tends to slide down, and so I'm always having to pull it back up. So that way, from the passenger side, when you're kind of looking in, you could see, you know, it being kind of there. So another thing too is, like, you know, if you have passengers who come in quite frequently and who's always sitting in on this seat, and you know, if they're readjusting it back and forth, that could potentially cause an issue too, or have this kind of like seep down and get crushed by all the constant sliding and such. So, but overall, I think it's great. If you're driving solo, it's just nice to have a little bit of extra storage space. Again, this is a good petty buy. The last item I wanted to share with you guys are these WRX seat pillows. They have like a type of memory foam feel to it inside of it, and it's a very, very easy install. And the color designs and everything match the base seats. So I purchased two for the driver and the passenger, and I think this is well worth it. It kind of makes the interior look a little bit nicer. I was actually considering buying two more for the rear seats, but I usually don't have any passengers in the back, so it doesn't really matter. But I kind of like it. I highly recommend these. In terms of like overall feel, it's just kind of nice to have, you know, the cushion, but you know, just it takes a little bit of getting used to, just because WRX seats aren't really that comfortable, especially with long durations of use, like when you go on road trips and whatnot. These seats aren't really that comfortable. I highly recommend the lumbar support. It's just a little bit steep. I think they're like $60 from Subi Speed, but I don't really want to pay for that at this point in time. But overall, since I only use this for minimal use, these I highly recommend. And just to end off the video, this is where I show my love for Subi Speed, and I bought their seatbelt pads, so it's okay. These are universals, but just wanted to show some love for them. I really like them as a company. I think their customer service is on point. They are amazing. The quality of their products are, for the most part, you know, very good. There are some items that definitely can use some improvement, but for a lot of the items that I have purchased from them so far, it has been doing very, very well. I really like it. So yeah, I hope you guys like this video. If you do, thumbs up. If not, thumbs down. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.